Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center on the campus of Kalamazoo College for today's championship game. The Teammates for Life tip-off tournament between Westminster University and Mount Union. My name is Zach Metz. Alongside me, Dawson Scoopin. Dawson, thanks for joining me once again. You got two experienced teams. What do you think the experience will mean for both these teams tonight?
Yeah, thanks, Metz, for having me back. I think it'll play a big part in this game. Both teams handily beat the opponents in the semifinal games. For Mount Union, it was really Reese Triplett leading the way. She had 18 points to help them get a 21-point win over the Hornets yesterday. And then for Westminster, Natalie Murillo led the way with 15 points for their 15-point win over Manchester. So I think both of those players will help lead the experience and have a good game today.
Let's look at the starting lineups today. First for Westminster College, a senior guard from Franklin Pike, Pennsylvania, number 2, Maria Vincent. A senior guard from Warren, Ohio, number 13, Caitlin Condolian. A fifth-year graduate guard from Salem, Ohio, number 14, Cameron Hergenrother. A fifth-year guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 20, Natalie Murillo. And a junior forward from Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, number 42, Emily Hess. They are coached by Roseanne Scott. On the Mount Union side, first up, a first-year guard out of New Pennsylvania, number 3, Reese Triplett. A sophomore forward out of Cadiz, number 12, Michaela Dunkel. A senior guard out of Sylvania, number 23, Lily Sweeney. A junior guard out of Mentor, number 25, Allie Huddick. And a first-year forward out of Alliance, number 33, Elizabeth Mason. The Purple Raiders are coached by Susie Vennett. Just about 2.5 minutes from getting this one underway. We thank you all for tuning into the championship of the Teammates for Life tip-off tournament between Westminster College and Mount Union. We're just about to get this one underway, the championship game of this 4-team early season tournament. Westminster and Mount Union. Tip away, won by Dunkel of the Purple Raiders. We are underway here. Each of these teams, as you mentioned, convincing wins in their openers. That one knocked away. This is Elizabeth Mason with it. Gives to Dunkel. Lily Sweeney on the wing. 10 to shoot. Sweeney running out of time. 5 to shoot, throws it away, a turnover. First possession for Mount Union results going the other way.
A little bit of a sloppy possession to start the game. Not really what you were expecting from the Purple Raiders.
So Westminster will have it, their first possession. Initiating the offense for them will be Camden Hergenrother. Bring it up to now Mariah Vincent. They enter in against a 2-3 zone that Mount Union is deploying. And that one taken away, a turnover the other way for Mount Union's Elizabeth Mason, all the way to the bucket. First basket for Mount Union. They're going to go with some pressure now. A little diamond press. Vincent has it. Gives up. Caitlin Condolian now. They work it around the perimeter to Hergenrother. Emily Hess. Baseline was Hergenrother, and it's taken away. Purple Raiders the other way. Mid-range jump shot, gonna rattle, no good for Allie Huddick. Vincent. Hergenrother moving now inside to Murillo. Murillo with the left, couldn't get it.
Yeah, it looks like Mount Union's going to change up what they're throwing at you each possession. Try to catch them off guard here.
That knocked away by Murillo from Mason. Tritons the other way, a floater good for Condolian. And we are even in the early going. You can hear a lot of energy from both sides. Both teams' benches really making noise.
Almost an away game for both teams, so you like to see both benches get involved, trying to bring some energy.
Neutral site as the first foul of this game is going to go on Emily Hess for Westminster. Westminster in the man-to-man defense. Triplets got it. An experienced Westminster team as that one's taken away by Murillo, who will go coast to coast for two. Experience on the Westminster side. A little less on the Mount Union side. They are starting a couple of first-year players, but they've got some other players that have played a lot. Girls with some experience. They enter into Michaela Dunkel, who scores. A sophomore, someone with a little bit of experience. Hess. They break the press. Head down, floater no good for Hess. Rebound the other way for the Raiders. Dunkel baseline drive, drew the foul, and the basket.
Yeah, a good strong take from Dunkel right there, right on the baseline. Got herself in a good position, was able to finish through contact.
Couple of subs on both sides For Westminster, it's Lindsay Bell, rather, fifth-year forward out of Youngstown, Ohio. For Mount Union, it's Haley Haywood, the junior guard. Also number 13, Shira Slosser, sophomore guard out of Galloway. Purple Raiders awaiting one more, barring the free throw from Dunkel. Conley puts it in, and now entering the game, Brooklyn Mosher, the first-year forward out of Caledonia. Purple Raiders wanted a carry from Murillo. Now a mid-range jumper, in and out. From Hergenrother.
I think she got away with one right there. Maybe a double dribble. Hard to tell.
7-4, stepping back, not taking the three is Mosher. Huddick will try. No good. Kennedy Arison also just came in. That shot no good from Bell. Drop step the other way. Bell rejects it, standing at 6 feet tall. Outrunning are the Tritons. Vincent drives. No whistle there. Mount Union brings the other way. Triplet. Step back three. Just a touch short. And now Westminster will slow it down.
Triplet was their leading scorer in their first game with 18.
18 points, 4 rebounds for Reese Triplet.
Only a freshman, so you like to see that confidence to take that three.
That shot no good. Defensive rebound for Mosher. And Mount Union comes in this game with an extra game played. They defeated Geneva College on Wednesday. Is that one inside? Turnaround layup, no good for Haywood. Defeated Kalamazoo yesterday, 73-52 in the semifinals of this tournament. Step back three, no good for Arison, and we're going to have a foul called against the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, it looked like she got a little bit of a push trying to box out on that rebound.
As I mentioned earlier, Westminster defeated Manchester 67-52 yesterday. That was the first of a triple header on this court yesterday. Of course, we had the tournament games, and then we had the Kalamazoo College men's team defeating Ohio Northern. It ended up being a close game. After the Hornets led by 20 at halftime, they won by 6. Harrison's got it. Gracie Schill just came into the game. Vincent, we're going to have a whistle. No shot on the floor. I believe we're going to get an illegal screen called. That is correct. It's on Bell.
Even though it was blown dead, another good look at the top of the key for Westminster, just unable to hit another three.
Tritons now 0-2 from beyond the arc. Both teams 0-2. Coming out firing. First quarter moving quickly, and we're going to get a double dribble here. That's going to go on Allie Cadillac, another first-year player. So the youth of Mount Union showing a little bit with 3 turnovers. Both teams with 3 turnovers, however. Mount Union to the 2-3 zone look, and another offensive foul. That one, I believe, is going on Schill.
Yeah, Mount Union keeps changing up the defensive look, and it's causing Westminster a little bit of trouble so far early. Only 4 points to start the game.
Emily Hess, who started for Westminster, had to come out. She picked up her second foul quickly. Kick out, open three. It's just a tad strong for Tess Conroy, who came in. Harrison. Long three, no good for Schlosser. Harrison drives, had it tipped. Bell got it. Out to Vincent, pump fake, drive, kick out. They swing around. Looks like more of a traditional man-to-man defense look for Mount Union. Harrison open, a three in the corner, too strong. Bell, another rebound.
Bell's got that size advantage underneath.
Couple of offensive boards for the Tritons early. And that one blocked. Now a three, Harrison again. Might have hit the glass, but didn't fall. This one loose, and Hudlick running with it, the only starter who remains. Now head down, nobody near. Elizabeth Mason, correction, that's the other starter who stays. Scores, and it's 9-4 in favor of Mount Union.
Back to this full court pressure, trying to slow him down again.
Yeah, it's really what it looks like the point of it is, just to slow down Westminster. There's no real trapping or looking for a steal out of Mount Union.
Yeah, just trying to disrupt the flow of Westminster's offense.
Vincent to Condolean, missing the three. It's going to bounce out of bounds. We'll go back to Mount Union. Our officials today, Amanda Bender, Nicole Fisher, and Jackson Ingalls.
Still believe we're looking for someone to break the seal from behind the three-point arc.
You would be correct.
A little bit of a rough start for both teams.
Westminster is 0 of 6. Mount Union is 0 of 3. Triton's just 1 of 12 from the field.
But something I think is interesting is we've been seeing a lot of subbing here early as well, which we didn't really see much of in the first game.
No, Kalamazoo did not go deep, very deep into their bench. Manchester went a little bit deeper, but especially as that game went along, less substitutions made.
Having some discussion between the referees.
Whistle and a foul underneath. I believe that's called on Katie Fitzpatrick, who just came in for Westminster. Five fouls already for the Tritons, which send the Purple Raiders to the line. Free throw no good for Dunkel, who came back in.
Yeah, big foul right there to pick up the fifth. Mount Union shoots the rest of the way for this first quarter.
Sweeney back in as well. 0 for 2 for Dunkel. Bell tries the mid-range jump shot, too strong. Dunkel pulls in the long rebound. Dunkel not going to take the three. Instead, we'll give it up to Conroy, who drives, finishes with the foul.
Another tough finish down low for Mount Union, and another and one.
So early advantage for the Purple Raiders. Conroy will go to the line. Hits the free throw. Went 2 of 4 at the stripe yesterday. Now a little bit of 1-3-1 here from Mount Union.
Yeah, a little bit more trapping there. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive than their other press.
And they are successful. They force a turnover. And then we're going to get a jump ball, which is going to keep this with the Tritons. A little bit of a fortunate break for Westminster.
Yeah, a little bit of an early whistle there, and they're fortunate to get that call.
12-4. Harrison will inbound. Harrison got it back. You can just see all the energy on the Mount Union bench right now. Hergenrother will stop and try a mid-range. That's not there. And a foul going the other way is going to be on Bell. That's going to be her second foul.
Another big foul, getting Westminster in foul trouble early. Would be surprised if she doesn't get subbed out here.
Well, there are other starting big. It's actually going on Fitzpatrick, I believe. Actually, it is Bell. Hess has 2 fouls. Bell has 2 fouls, and Fitzpatrick has 2 fouls. Free throw good for Elizabeth Mason. Mason was 5 of 5 at the free throw line yesterday. Hits them both, and Bell will come out in for the first time. Grace Kano.
A little bit of foul trouble for the Westminster Bigs, so you get a freshman coming into the game.
14-4, under a minute to go in the first quarter. It's been dominant so far for Westminster. Hergenrother inside, and there's 2 for Murillo. Westminster breaks the scoring drought.
Good looking play from Westminster, finding her down low.
About a 4-second difference between shot and game, and this is going to be a foul called against the Tritons again.
I think it was on Murillo.
It's Hergenrother. It's her first. That means 2 more for Mason. The left-handed shot good. 24 seconds in the first quarter. Fast-paced first quarter.
Yeah, that Mount Union bench is fired up for their teammates over there. See if you get some energy from them on this last defensive possession.
Hergenrother on the wing. Trying to go to the rack. It's really good defense by Mount Union. Under 10 in the quarter. Murillo trying to create her own look. Spinning back into the paint. Goes with the left. Couldn't get it. 2 seconds now. Murillo got it back and couldn't finish. And Mount Union dominant in the first quarter. They lead it by a score of 16-6. We're going to the second quarter. Coming up here on Tisch Loveless Court, Mount Union in front, 16-6 over Westminster. After a dominant first quarter, Scoop, what do you think Westminster's got to do to get back in this game after really being dominated in the first quarter by Mount Union?
I think that the full court pressure that Mount Union is throwing at them is disrupting them a little bit. So once they get that ball over half court, just get back into their sets and their offense and try to get something going there.
16-6 is our score. Mason kicks out Reese Triplett for three. That's good. First three of this ball game to Mount Union. The freshman Triplett.
Yeah, good looking shot from her. She led the way yesterday for the Raiders, so see if she can continue that here today.
She was 2 of 6 from deep yesterday, gets the first one on either side, makes it 19-6. Vincent gets an open three, misses it long. And rebound's gonna go out of bounds. Purple Raiders will get it.
Westminster still unable to hit following Mount Union breaking the drought on their end.
Lily Sweeney will initiate the offense. Given to Allie Huddick. Dunkel giving a screen. Triplett. Moves it around the perimeter, now just 10 to shoot. Sweeney steps into a three, misses that one. Offensive rebound to Triplett. Back up with the left and draws the contact.
Almost another tough finish down there for Mount Union. Went with the reverse layup, just barely unable to finish.
It's the second one on Hergenrother. Foul trouble really doing a number to Westminster.
Let's see if Westminster can get something going on the offensive end. They got a lot of experience in their starting lineups and the people who have subbed in. A little bit uncharacteristic for them.
Triplett hits the free throw. 4 of 4 a day ago.
Nothing but net on that one. You could hear it from here.
Yes, you could. Schlosser back in for Mount Union.
An issue with something.
I think they're trying to argue how many fouls that Hergenrother has. Our numbers had her down with 2.
It was a big one for Westminster because 2 fouls this early in the first half.
4 Tritons with 2 fouls, assuming this one on Hergenrother sticks.
And that Mount Union bench is back, bringing the energy during this discussion.
They've done it all game. Second free throw for Triplett is good. 21-6 in favor of Mount Union.
A good looking stroke from the stripe.
They go to the 2-3 zone now. Schlosser moves it to Vincent. Now Hergenrother staying in, tries a 3. There it is. Finally, Westminster breaks the shooting woes. They get their first 3 of the ball game.
Yeah, some nice ball movement right there from Westminster. Able to get the 2-3 zone moving a little bit and leads to an open 3.
Hergenrother steps in front, intercepts the pass. And she'll have one-on-one with Triplett. Reverse layup, count the basket.
Wow, what a finish.
A really good play all around by Camden Hergenrother, and she will have a chance to go to the line and do it the old-fashioned way.
Another one of those experienced Westminster athletes.
Hergenrother is a graduate player, a guard out of Salem, Ohio. Hits the free throw calmly.
She's starting to pick up after having a pretty good game in the first game of this tournament.
She scored 11.5 a year ago for Westminster. Dunkel gives up the 3 to pass it into Schlosser. They go out to Triplett. There's the answer.
And you could see why Triplett led the team in scoring yesterday, even as a freshman. She gets any space from that three-point line, she's gonna pull.
2 threes today. Passing up the 3 is Murillo, and there's going to be an offensive foul called. Dunkel steps in and draws the charge.
Another great defensive play down low from Dunkel. She's been dominated down there a little bit with that size advantage.
Haywood back in. 24-12, doubling up. Westminster is Mount Union. Haywood on the wing, gets the screen from Dunkel. Not able to do anything with it. Now Huddick steps back three, too strong. Condolean with the rebound. Now Schill, kick out Hergenrother. Step back, now going back towards the rim, fading away off one leg, gets it to go. Hergenrother off the dribble.
Another tough shot that she makes. Looks like you get a little bit of that with experience.
8 points for Camden Hergenrother, currently putting Westminster on her back. There's a cut, Huddick, and well done. Mount Union just executing phenomenally on all levels.
A little bit more of a trapping pressure from Mount Union here. Able to break.
Hergenrother continuing to play with 2 fouls.
Right now it seems like they need her in there even though she has those 2.
Condolean downhill again, and now Westminster starting to find the groove offensively. But can they get the stop? Haywood, the 3. It does fall with the bounce. And Westminster is going to take a timeout. Execution at its finest on the offensive end from the Purple Raiders. They are in control, 6:02 second quarter. They lead Mount Union 29-16. Tritons have it out of the timeout. They have Kennedy Harrison back in. Mount Union back to the 2-3 zone look. Hergenrother gets to the mid-range spot, misses it short. Purple Raiders running in transition again. They leave it. Well done, Elizabeth Mason for 2 more.
Westminster's getting open looks, and they've been hitting a lot recently, but they have not been playing good on the defensive end of the court.
Pass deflected. Kano goes and grabs it, and this is going to come out. Should be an easy 2 for Mason, and it is. Back to more of that diamond press look. They're going to bring a trap here. Trying to create more chaos, cause some havoc, turnovers.
Westminster doing a good job there. Got a guy in the middle of that diamond press. Easy way to break it.
Harrison drives. They kick out, now in the middle. Still against the zone look. Trying to move the ball. Hergenrother wants the screen. Goes to the mid-range again, misses that one. 17-point lead, and this one's going to be out of bounds off of Westminster.
As Hergenrother gets a break, so we'll see who can pick up on the scoring end for Westminster.
Yeah, Hergenrother is 8, leading Westminster. Elizabeth Mason with 12, leading all scorers on the Mount Union side. And she's going to go downhill here. 1 step through, no good. Fight for the rebound. And a mid-range jumper for Sweeney falls. Lily Sweeney, the senior, gets that one.
Yeah, even though Mason didn't hit the shot that time, she's still fighting on the offensive glass, and that rebound goes right out to her teammate for an easy jumper.
Kano with the right, count it. Much needed offense for Westminster. And a chance to get a basket with the clock stops for Grace Kano, the freshman.
Yeah, hopefully that can end a little bit of momentum that Mount Union was starting to get on the offensive end. See if Westminster can set up and get a stop on the defensive end.
35-19 in favor of the Purple Raiders. Shot a little wide for Mosher, and a jump ball is going to send this one back to Westminster.
And there's your stop. See if Westminster can string along a couple of made baskets and stops, get this game a little bit closer.
Fitzpatrick back in for Kano.
Mount Union back in that man-to-man defense.
Shot airway for Condolian.
A good look down low, just rushed it a little bit, missed everything.
Mason. Downhill now, Sweeney gives it over to Mosher. With the right, couldn't quite get it to go, and a whistle going the other way. Against Mount Union, against Mosher.
Just a little bit physical down low, trying to get that offensive rebound off her own miss.
Yeah, and you look over Susie Bennett, the head coach of Mount Union, not mad about that foul. You know, it's a effort foul. You're trying to make a play. Some of those just happen.
Yeah, that's definitely a foul that you'll take.
Especially with a 16-point lead. Harrison out to Vincent. So with a gap defense right now, really strong by Mount Union.
Yeah.
But how about that finish with the foul for Gracie Schill?
Yeah, Mount Union getting a little bit of ball pressure, so Westminster's able to get around them a couple of times, but that help defense, that first help and then flowing after the first help has been really sharp from the Purple Raiders.
A couple of tough baskets for Westminster. Schill will go to the line. Hitting the free throw.
And Westminster's starting to claw a little back here.
13-point game. Westminster shot 16 of 19 from the free throw line in that game yesterday. Sweeney, a three, straight away, no good. Another offensive rebound. And traveling before doing anything with it is Triplett.
Yeah, and the Purple Raiders are really crashing that offensive glass. That's a lot of offensive rebounds in these last couple of possessions have been leading them to extra opportunities.
Back to the zone.
See if Westminster gets someone in the middle of that zone to try to help them break it.
They're going to trap on the wing, nearly traveling. They kick out Hergenrother. An open three is good. 10-point ball game. A 9-0 run for the Tritons.
Maybe a little bit lucky. Got away with looked like a travel there, but.
Yeah, they came and trapped the wings hard. Now Triplett with the momentum starting to roll the other way.
Triplett versus Hergenrother is a really good matchup out there.
It's a great cut by Mason. And a good job on Triplett to find her and finish.
And back to the diamond press.
And they throw the pass too far ahead. They turn it over. Schill couldn't run it down. And Harrison's going to get whistled for the foul. Kennedy Harrison picks up her first. Huddock and Schlosser back in. Under 100 seconds in the second quarter. Schlosser to Triplett. They enter it in and kick it back out. Dunkel will try a three from the wing, no good. Schill comes up with the rebound. Hergenrother going to step into a three. Misses everything there. Fitzpatrick with a good effort to save it, but threw it right to Triplet.
A good shot for her, just unable to connect.
And a really nice entry pass, and the shot was blocked by Schill.
Great pass to get it in there, but even better defense to knock it away, not give up the easy bucket. See if Mount Union can cook something up on this inbound play.
Conroy, back cut, Schlosser, threw it away, a turnover. .57 to go. Westminster's kind of closed the gap in the second quarter. They were down 10 at the end of the first. Now down 12. They were down by as many as, I believe, 19. Vincent to Arison. Baseline drive out, Schill. Head down drive, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Dunkel draws another charge.
Down low in a great position, able to help, get her feet set, and draws her second charge of the game.
Mason comes in.
Head coach Susie Vanette for the Purple Raiders looks fired up with that one.
Yeah, I heard her. I happened to be walking by the Purple Raiders team huddle before the game. Heard her pregame speech. She was fired up. She wants this win.
Starting out the season with a tournament win.
Yeah, they'd be 3-0 if they can finish this one. And a whistle. I believe that's going on Schill. It is. And that is going to be the third one on Gracie Schill.
Maybe just a little bit too handsy on their defense there.
Kano back in.
Both teams will shoot for these last 27 seconds of the game.
Shot clock will be off for the next possession. Mason back to the line, 4 for 4 from there tonight, 14 points. Make it 15.
Calm and collected from the stripe. Mount Union shooting a pretty good percentage.
81% before that one. It's even higher. 10 of 12 as a team now.
As Mount Union falls back for this last possession.
They drop back more of the traditional man-to-man look. Hergenrother got open for a three. Couldn't get it. About 6 seconds for the Raiders to do something. 3 seconds. Huddick steps into a three and nearly put it down at the buzzer. That shouldn't take away from an excellent first half. And hold on a second. Do we have a technical foul maybe?
Some Westminster fans in the building are a little bit unhappy with the officiating in this first half.
That is clear, and we're awaiting word. Figure out what that was. I think we'll figure that out through halftime as we take a look at the halftime numbers. Dominant for Mount Union across the board, 44% shooting, holding Westminster at 31%. They hit 3 of 11 from deep. At Westminster just 2 of 11. Difference in free throws. Mount Union 10 of 12. Westminster 3 of 3. 8 turnovers for Westminster to 6 for Mount Union. 20 total rebounds for the Purple Raiders, 17 for the Tritons. Really, if you're Westminster, what do you tell your team to get back into this game? You're down 14.
I think that the pressure from Mount Union picking up in the full court is throwing them off a little bit. So if I was the head coach, I think, they're really not trapping that much. They're just trying to get in it, falling back. Once you get down there past half court, just kind of settle down and look to do what you do on offense.
Take a look at the individual stats. Elizabeth Mason, the leader for the Purple Raiders with 16 points. Reese Triplett adding 8. Michaela Dunkel with 5 of her own. Triplett, Dunkel, Lily Sweeney, and Brooklyn Mosher with 3 rebounds apiece. Allie Huddick with 3 assists. Elizabeth Mason and Sierra Schlosser with 2 assists apiece. Foul trouble for Mount Union, not much. Mosher has 2 fouls. On the Westminster side, Camden Hergenrother with 11, leading them. Gracie Schill adding 6. In the rebound category, it's Hergenrother, Natalie Murillo, Caitlin Condolean, and Lindsay Bell, each with 3. In the assist category, Hergenrother has 2, trying to really will this team. There's a lot of foul trouble for Westminster in this game. Schill with 3, Katie Fitzpatrick with 2, Murillo with 2, Bell with 2, Hess with 2. They did change Hergenrother. She does only have 1 foul to this point. For now, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with it for the second half of the Teammates for Life tip-off championship game with Mount Union leading Westminster by a score of 39-25. About to get the second half underway of this one. The championship game of the Teammates for Life tip-off tournament. Mount Union leading Westminster College 39-25 to start the second half. Mount Union really in control the majority of that half. Zach Metz, Dawson Scoopin here with you. We're underway here in half number 2. Lily Sweeney has it first for the Raiders, and an early steal from Camden Hergenrother. Hergenrother led the Tritons in the first half with 11.
And exactly what you want from Westminster to start.
Shot no good, and then a whistle will send Natalie Murillo to the line.
See if they can get her going a little bit. She led the team in the first game with 15 points.
Just 4 points in this one. Murillo was 7 of 8 at the line yesterday. Hits the first one, first point of the second half to Westminster.
A little bit of foul trouble for her, so didn't see much of her in the first half, but see if they get back to her here in the second.
Yeah, we mentioned a lot of foul trouble for the Tritons. Murillo, Fitzpatrick, Bell, and Hess each with 2. Gracie Schell with 3.
Oh, a little bit of a zone look for Westminster, switching it up here now.
And they're going to a 2-3 look here. They enter the ball high-low game. Mason couldn't finish, gets the rebound back, and the shot was blocked.
A little bit what you like to see from Westminster. Mount Union found a rhythm on offense in that first half, trying to throw them off. Maybe they'll change it up here in the second half.
Yeah, it's really in that transition game where Westminster struggled defensively, and Maria's going to draw another foul.
And it seems that's exactly what Westminster's going to try to do. Feed the ball to Murillo, their 5th-year player, and let her go to work. Mount Union still fired up on their bench.
Murillo misses the free throw.
Not many fans of the neutral site game for either of these teams, but
that's
the
a
bench
little
is bringing energy.
0 for 2 for Murillo. Ball on the ground. Hess has it. A jump ball is going to get this to the Tritons. Yeah, a bit of a long trip for both of these teams. Mount Union out of Ohio, Westminster out of Pennsylvania. This one out of bounds, it's off of Hess. As we mentioned, Mount Union 278 miles away. About a 4-hour and 40-minute drive. Westminster a little bit further out, about 5 hours. Here's a 3 from Dunkel, in and out. Mount Union being held scoreless so far for the first minute and a half. Hergenrother stops on a dime, misses the mid-range. Has the offensive rebound. Vincent, the open 3, that's no good.
2 good looks for Westminster. Back to their workhorse, Hergenrother, unable to hit, and then a clean look for 3 from Vincent, also unable to hit.
Dunkel with a long pump fake, then goes in. Side spinning around and scoring is Huddick.
A nice drop step right there. Got her defender on skates a little bit with that one.
Diamond press again for Mount Union. And fouled. That's Murillo.
Now that one right there, a foul that head coach Susie Burnett will not be as happy about.
Purple Raiders drop back. They're going to go, looks like more of a 1-2-2 zone look.
Fall back to man.
And now they're going to fall back into man as they do it. Murillo kicks this Hergenrother. They swing it around. Vincent. So Hergenrother gets into the lane, floats it, can't get it. Just kind of gone cold, started hot now, just 4 of 13 on the day shooting the basketball.
Yeah, 2 good looks to start this half for her, just unable to hit either of them.
Murillo fouls Mason.
That's a tough one for her to pick up.
Kennedy Harrison will come in. Triplet. Loses it, and it's a steal and a turnover. And that one rejected by Dunkel as Condolian tried to go downhill and get into the lane.
Was trying to go coast to coast. Just good defense from Dunkel down low.
Condolian, drive, kick, a really nice find to Hergenrother, a three. That one falls.
See if that'll help Hergenrother get back into a rhythm.
Meanwhile, on the other end, Mason scores.
Can't give up that easy of a basket in transition. Just no one there in the paint for Westminster.
They go to more of a trapping look. Floater not going to fall for Schill. Offensive rebound. Hergenrother thinking about it, now tries the deep three. That's not going to go. Brooklyn Mosher able to hold on to the rebound. Run the other way, and only able to hold on to it was Haley Haywood.
Mount Union falls back on this possession.
Yeah, they've switched their defense up. Almost feel like every possession.
Yeah.
Just going to the man-to-man look.
Whether it be press full court, trapping full court, zone defense, man-to-man. Throwing everything at Westminster.
Schill is going to get called for the offensive foul. It's the fourth on Gracie Schill.
Yeah, Westminster really getting a little bit in foul trouble here early on in this third quarter.
Remember, this is the second game of the day. We saw Kalamazoo College and Manchester go at a head-to-head. The Spartans came up with a victory in a really entertaining game. 70-68 was the final. Nearly a turnover there. Conroy, and the whistle gonna go against Condolian. Schlosser got it. The subs from Mount Union really hard to keep up with. Here's Mosher, pump fake, and that's going to be an offensive foul called against Schlosser.
Yeah, Mount Union going a little bit deeper into their bench than most teams do, and they're subbing frequently, keeping fresh bodies in there over and over.
They've gone 10 deep in this game. They have a 13-point lead. Westminster's gone deep as well. Part of that's because they've had to, because of the foul trouble. They've gone 10 deep as well. Bell has it. Long pass across to Vincent. High arcing three that comes up way short.
Pretty good look for her, just unable to connect again.
A little too much under it. Schlosser on the cut. Has it ripped away by Condolian. Harrison steps into a three. That one just rattles off. And the Raiders get another rebound. We're more than halfway through this third quarter.
A little bit of a mismatch down low. See if they get that switched.
Conroy to Mosher. Backing down, falling down. It came to Haywood, and that shot rattles off. Unconventional, but it turned into a decent look. Zone look, they swing it around. Condolian, they enter to Bell. Now Hess has it stripped away. A really good handsy play by Huddick. Conroy. The drop step couldn't get it. And what's been a much more evenly contested half. Westminster's outscored Mount Union by 1. No finish for Harrison. Both teams are waiting to bring some subs in. Notably for Westminster, it's Hergenrother. That 3 falls for Huddick. And a timeout call by Westminster. I think that one had more to do with fatigue than anything else.
A lot of nonstop action to start this third quarter.
Yeah, we've played the majority of it. 3:40 to go in the third quarter here. Mount Union leading it 40-36. Westminster trailing by 16, 46-30. Kennedy Harrison enters to Lindsey Bell. Really nice draw on a play to get it to Emily Hess for her first basket of this game.
That was a tight window for that pass from Lindsey Bell. Really good execution on that set play out of the timeout.
Westminster to the zone look.
See if they can get a stop to add along to this. Get this game a little bit more close before the fourth quarter.
Triplet, catch and shoot 3. That's a little short. Hergenrother will walk it up.
See if they try to go back to her on this possession. Get her going again.
She's got 14 tonight. Harrison, they go to Vincent. 10 to shoot. Hergenrother's probably gonna try and do this herself. Step back, 5 to shoot. She's gonna step into a 3. Not before an offensive foul called on Bell. That's the 3rd on Lindsey Bell.
I didn't really see much there on Bell, but
maybe a little push.
A little bit of an illegal screen there. Westminster going a little bit big down low on this lineup with Bell and Fitzpatrick both in.
Fitzpatrick just checks in. Haywood's got it. Mason slips off. Now they kick it out. Huddick trying to go into Dunkel, who just couldn't hold on, and it will be a turnover.
Yeah, and for Mount Union, see if they can get Mason going again in the second half. Hasn't really done much.
4 points in the half, that's it. 2:14 to go third quarter. Each team with 12 turnovers.
It was very hot in that first half, led all scorers. Still does, but a little bit quiet in this third quarter.
Vincent. Scoring's been a little bit harder to come by in this quarter. 7-7 total on each side. Vincent driving, steps back. Now Fitzpatrick floats, couldn't get it. And
Dunkel being a force down low in the paint. She's grabbing a lot of rebounds down there.
Dunkel's current stat line, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Five to shoot for Mason. Trying to go into Dunkel. Bell with the one-handed interception.
Not a great offensive looking series for Mount Union there. A little stagnant with the ball and turn it over towards the end of the shot clock.
Hergenrother. Vincent passes up the three to instead work off of a Bell screen. Now tries a three off the dribble. Buries it.
Good looking shot from Vincent, making up for a couple misses earlier.
So now can Westminster string together the stops? We're under a minute in the third. Mason driving, fading, scoring.
And there she is, right on cue.
It's Ben Mason who's had the buckets every time it feels like Mount Union's about to go on a run, or rather Westminster's about to go on a run. Under 30 seconds. About a 4.5 second difference between shot and game clock. Harrison stops, gives to Bell, who's going to try a mid-range jumper. No good. Purple Raiders the other way. 15 seconds. Mason gets into the lane, passes it out. Triplet, a three, a little off target. Fight for the basketball. And a jump ball is going to keep this with Mount Union with 6.3 to go in the third.
Another hard-fought battle on this offensive glass for Mount Union. Get him an extra possession here to end this half, or quarter rather.
They get it into Triplet. Triplet downhill. Hergenrother draws the foul and finishes.
Wow. That was a tough finish from Triplet.
So 2 seconds left. It's a 15-point Mount Union lead, and Reese Triplet can add one more. She's in double digits now with 10.
Just a freshman as well, and you like to see that going forward for the next couple of years.
And Mount Union should be in good hands for years to come. 2 seconds. Hergenrother not going to put one up. And Mount Union will take a 16-point lead into the fourth quarter here in Tisch Loveless Court in the championship game of the Teammates for Life tip-off tournament. 51-35 our score after 3. Ten more minutes of the Teammates for Life tip-off tournament championship game between Mount Union and Westminster, and it's been all Mount Union for a lot of this game. They lead at 51-35. Kimben Hergenrother, leading scorer for Westminster tonight. Passes this one up. Now Murillo tries a three, misses that one a little strong. 5-4, wow, what a work by Hess to get that offensive rebound.
Great save right in front of her bench.
Harrison misses the mid-range shot. Not a great shooting night for Westminster. I think a lot of that has to do with the Mount Union defense as Harrison knocks that out of bounds.
Yeah, Mount Union has been swarming to the ball every single time Westminster gets a step off the dribble. There's either one or two in help coming, and then after that, they're rotating very well.
Conroy gives the triplet. They try to go to Dunkel on the cut. Got it out to Conroy, who's open for three, and it's good.
Ball just kind of squirted out right to her for a wide open three. Fortunate break for Mount Union there.
Tess Conroy with 6 points tonight. 19-point lead. This is the largest lead of the game for Mount Union.
See if Westminster can go on a little bit of run to make this game close.
Pass the offensive rebound, no whistle.
Coach is a little bit unhappy about that no call there.
Yeah, they did get a warning right before halftime, but no technical fouls were handed out. And that's going to be a turnover.
Doesn't see her from behind. Ooh.
And a jump ball is going to keep this with Mount Union.
A little bit of a interesting play to go try to dive for that ball when you could have just let it go or let Mount Union touch it. Get that backcourt violation.
Yeah, I think Harrison ended up touching it, which is why it was a jump ball.
Yeah. I believe Westminster touched it first, like you said. The refs are still trying to sort this one out. As we try to watch this back to get a little bit.
We're going to take a look at a replay here, and yeah, I think it is touched first by Murillo.
We said a little bit of an interesting play. You'd like to get an easy layup down there, but also would just take the backcourt violation and get the ball and set up your offense instead of giving Mount Union an extra possession when they should not have it.
Yeah, you need to avoid extra possessions for the Raiders. They put the shot clock at 13.
The last thing that Westminster wants is for Mount Union to be able to draw out this clock more. They need all the time that they can get.
Still a lot of time left. Huddick goes the other way, and it's going to result in a turnover. I guess the ball does not lie in this scenario. Murillo trying to go to Condoleezza, and it's another turnover for Westminster.
Yeah, good job running in transition, just passed a little too hot and in front.
14 Mount Union turnovers, 13 for Westminster.
Pretty even in that turnover margin, which is pretty unexpected for how this game has looked and gone.
Dunkel pump fakes downhill with the right, missed it. Condoleezza to Harrison. Hergenrother wants something, trying to direct traffic. Gives to Condoleezza. Murillo bullying to the rim and scoring.
Definitely a mismatch down low there, and Murillo takes advantage of it.
Murillo up to 8 points in the game.
See if they can string together some stops to
now back to the zone look to try and do that. 17-point game. Convoy stops. Haywood to the middle. Mason in trouble, kicks it out. Huddick a long three.
Ooh.
No good. Dunkel there. Couldn't get it with the left. A bit of an awkward angle. Now they're out running. Harrison loses it. And another turnover.
Yeah, one problem with that 2-3 zone is long rebounds and rebounding, and Mount Union takes advantage of it, gets another opportunity.
Huddick thought about a three. Haywood out to Conroy. Great offense, and it ends in three.
It's a tough one for Westminster. played solid defense for 2 possessions before that as well. And
20-point lead for the Purple Raiders.
I believe it's the biggest of the game.
You would be correct. 6.5 to go. Hess backing down with the left, misses strong. Raiders come the other way.
Yeah, this game definitely feels a little bit closer than the score would indicate. Just Westminster unable to string along multiple stops in a row.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like a barrage early for Mount Union, but since then they've kind of just chipped and added to their lead, as there's going to be a foul called here off the miss.
Yeah, looking at it, looks like Mount Union has won every single quarter.
Yeah, they were up 16-6 after 1. Took a 14-point lead into the break and then won the third quarter by 2.
Yeah, that first quarter disparity is what's really hurting Westminster, that 10-point difference, because that second quarter did not feel that much different.
As much dominated as that first quarter really was. Under 6 minutes. Triplet with the left, missed it. Schill trying to drive, finishing and one.
Exactly what Westminster needs. Stop the clock, add some more points, try to get back in this thing.
Yeah, some sort of play that's going to fire up your bench and maybe give you a spark. Still a lot of points they trail by as the time starts to run off.
Definitely still a shot here for them, though. If they can string along some stops.
Schill at the line today as she hits that one. Now it's 3 for 3. Westminster's next game will be on Wednesday when they travel to Washington and Jefferson. Mount Union will be at home on Tuesday, November 21st, a week from Tuesday, to host Oberlin. Triplet misses the 3.
Exactly what Westminster needs.
Schill driving again, and a great defensive play by Huddick. It just feels like every time there's a little bit of momentum, the way the Tritons, a play like that happens. And then Triplet's going to take advantage. Count the basket.
Yeah, like you said, all game, every single time Westminster gets something going, they string together multiple stops. It seems they have a turnover, miss a shot, and then Mount Union just goes down and makes it look easy on the other end.
I believe on that particular play, Schill was in the restricted arc. And that is the 5th foul on Gracie Schill, so her stat line will end with 9 points and 3 rebounds.
Not a bad day at the office for her.
Triplet adds one more, and it is 60-40 the score.
Back up to 20 with about a minute less than last time. Westminster needs some baskets and fast.
Vincent. Fitzpatrick a little hesitant, missed the shot. 4:20 to go, and it looks like Mount Union's going to continue to be in control, as they really were from start to finish. Mosher misses the 3. Vincent answers on the other end with a 3 of her own, her second of the game.
Yeah, she's starting to get it going a little bit here towards the end of this game. As they drop back into the 2-3 zone again, try to switch it up.
Sweeney trying to answer and does so from deep. Lily Sweeney with 5, her first 3 of the ball game, and team's starting to light the lamp a little.
Just like we said, every time Westminster gets something going, Mount Union comes down and responds. And that one hurts for sure.
And a foul, I believe, is going to be on Triplet, yes. As Dunkel and Haywood come back in for Westminster, it's Abby Dickey for the first time today. the junior out of Clarksburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and really not that many fouls here in this fourth quarter. Each team with 2.
And it looks like Westminster's going to start to empty the bench a little.
20 points with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left.
They bring in Elena Moore, the junior out of Weirton, West Virginia. Reagan Corder, freshman out of Wapakoneta, Ohio. Branda Davis, senior out of Streetsboro, Ohio, in. Dunkel corrals that rebound. Fight for it. It's going to be out of bounds to Mount Union.
They emptied their bench, but they brought a little bit of size in with it. But still.
Harrison is the only real rotational player who remains in.
Mount Union sticking with a lot of their starters and rotational players.
Yeah, it's 4 starters who are in the game right now. And 1 rotational player. And now I think we're going to see some subs come in as Haywood has it blocked by Davis.
And Westminster, their starters are still cheering on.
Lexi Canning comes in for the first time. Freshman out of Kent. .306 to go. Dunkel gets it, draws the foul, and scores the bucket.
Just too easy off that inbound play. Cut right to the basket. Finish with the left through a little bit of contact. As this lead just continues to grow, even when it doesn't seem like it is.
22 points is the largest lead. Missed the free throw, but the offensive rebound. Sweeney tries, no good. Davis fakes. Harrison keeps it holstered, now fires, misses the 3. Getting it back, putting it up, and scoring is Elena Moore.
Man, what a save by Dickey to create that layup.
Haywood does not fire. And Mount Union's going to call a timeout to bring in some substitutions, so checking in for them. Megan Pellerino, freshman out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Kelly Griffin, freshman out of Bellbrook, Ohio. Also Alexa Cadillac, freshman out of Bessemer, Pennsylvania. And finally Grace Wolf, another freshman out of Chesterland.
Getting all these freshmen some minutes here at the end of this game.
Yeah, bring everybody in, give them a chance to play.
Yeah, give them a little bit of experience so that if they're needed later on in the season, they have it. Both benches still enthusiastic and cheering them on.
3 no good and off the shot clock for Cadillac. Harrison swings it. Pump fake for Dickey, who's going to drive all the way. Misses that one. We're under 2 minutes now as Mount Union going to improve to 3-0 on the year. Drop step the other way. Floater no good for Canning.
A good looking move down there too. Just unable to convert.
Mount Union, as we mentioned, moving to 3-0. Is that floater good? Westminster will drop to 1-1. Reno's got it on the wing. Griffin trying a three, couldn't bank it home. Is Canning, and likely the final possession, and Westminster's going to take a timeout to make a sub. Breton Okiagu comes in.
I think you did a pretty good job with that one, Metz.
Thank you. I try my best. Davis drives, kicks out, open three for Moore, no good. Davis gets it back, goes up and is fouled with 39.2 seconds to go.
I think she had a pretty good look at the basket, just wasn't really looking to score, more looking to pass.
Davis, the senior, as we mentioned, misses that free throw. Didn't see any minutes in the game yesterday. This is the second one. Driving the other way, quarter. Dickey enters in, the drop step, no good for Breton Okiagu. And scoring on the other end is Lexi Canning. 15 seconds, Westminster will likely get up one more look. .67-47 is the score. And that one good for Breton Okiagu. And that will close this one out. Final score in this one, it's going to be Mount Union 67, Westminster 49. Pretty much in control from start to finish for the Purple Raiders. We take a look at the numbers. 41.4% from the field for Mount Union, who are the champions of the Teammate for Life tip-off tournament. Westminster shooting just 30%, 22% from deep. Mount Union 29% from deep. 12 of 15 at the stripe for the Raiders. That's 80%. 6 of 10 for Westminster. 60%. Each team finished with 15 turnovers. And a narrow victory in the rebounding battle for Mount Union, 41-40. I think really it was just the key was Mount Union's defense was the difference in this game.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that because every single time Westminster looked to get a little bit of momentum on offense, Mount Union would make a good defensive play that turned into easy points for them to stop that and continue to build the lead throughout the whole game.
Look at the individual numbers. Elizabeth Mason leading all scorers for Mount Union with 20 points. Reese Triplett adding 14. Tess Conroy with 9. Michaela Dunkel, Allie Huddick each with 7. The rebounding category, Dunkel with 9. Brooklyn Mosher with 6. Elizabeth Mason with 5. Allie Huddick led the Raiders with 4 assists. Haley Haywood adding 3. Elizabeth Mason, Sierra Schlosser with 2. On the Westminster side, Camden Hergenrother had 14. Gracie Schill with 9. Natalie Murillo, with 8. Mariah Vincent with 6. Rebounding category, Caitlin Condolian with 7. Murillo with 6. Emily Hess with 5. Lindsay Bell with 5 as well. Assist category, it was Condolian with 3. Hergenrother with 2. And Kennedy Arison with 2. And with that, we wrap up this broadcast and let you know the next broadcast on the Kalamazoo College Broadcasting Network will be on Wednesday when the Kalamazoo College men's basketball team will be at home to take on Grace Christian University. But signing off from Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center, my name is Zach Metz. Joining me was Dawson Scoopin. We thank you all for tuning in and have a great night.